So the winter 2024 anime season is coming to a close, but that means we get to reflect on all of the bangers that we got. And make no mistake, there have been quite a few. We had Harry Potter meets One Punch Man, aka Mashle, Magic and Muscles, which really ramped up the stakes for the second season. The well-known and highly regarded manhwa Solo Leveling also got its animated debut to mostly universal acclaim. Heck, there's even been a new challenger for the coveted #1 spot on my anime list in the form of Frieren Beyond Journey's End. More on that one next week. But despite all of those, one of my absolute favorites has kind of gone under the radar. Shangri-La Frontier is a show where capital G gamer Rockuro Hizutome gets bored of playing a whole bunch of crappy, bug-filled games. He does what any sensible person would do. He goes and plays a good game instead. Shangri-La Frontier, or SLF as I'll call it, is a massively multiplayer online virtual reality role-playing game. Now I will acknowledge that is a big mouthful of word soup, but all you gotta know is that means there's a lot of people in the show playing the game. Now I know depicting these like virtual reality MMO games is really nothing new for anime. I'm sure when I described Shangri-La Frontier, the first thing that came to your mind was it's probably something like Sword Art Online or Log Horizon. But what I really like about SLF that helps it kind of stand out from the others is the fact that there's no big world-ending threats. The main character, Rockuro, he's just an elite gamer that wants to flex his gaming talents, and it just so happens to be that this particular game is good at allowing him to do that. Now, if Rockuro decided that he's tired of playing SLF and wanted to go do something else, yeah, he can go do that. And the game will just carry on like normal. He can go out and touch some grass with zero repercussions. Now, that isn't to say there isn't anything happening in the world of SLF. In fact, it's Rockuro's arrival and his unique form of playing, we'll call it, that triggers a secret quest line to begin playing out that he is a part of. One that has gone undiscovered for years. So the show is mainly just following Rockuro as he begins going through some of the steps of this secret quest line, as he's finding his bearing in this new virtual world and doing the typical MMO stuff of grinding out those early levels and killing trash mobs for that sweet, sweet loot. So like in a lot of ways, this is kind of like a slice of life anime, but all of the life stuff happens in the world of the video game. And it's all depicted in a way that feels rather authentic. See, it being a video game is not just an excuse to have this fantasy world that'd be very typical of a isekai. It actually seems like the creators of SLF have a solid grasp about the culture and what makes gaming appealing. You have the freedom to express yourself with wild cosmetics, the thrill of finding new rare weapon drops, and of course the intensity of facing down a difficult boss while being out of healing items. These are all just the types of feelings and scenarios that gamers will find themselves in that are depicted pretty accurately in the game of SLF. And as somebody that has played his fair share of MMORPGs over the years, I found that a lot of these beats really landed home for me. Now, let's say you're not into gaming. Don't worry, there's still a couple things about SLF you may enjoy. We have a number of really fun characters that tag along with Rockuro during his adventures, like the rival Arthur Penselgon. And in case you're wondering, yes, that is a pun on Arthur Pendragon. Then you got the quirky Katso, who claims to be a legit esports professional, but he can't help having a little bit of fun by tagging along with Rockuro. And of course, we have Emo, the cute bunny mascot that helps Rockuro navigate through the world and the unique quest line that he finds himself in. Now, with a little bit more time, I could probably dive into my favorite beats of the show, but we're going to save that for another time, because I think I want you guys, the dear viewers, to remain spoiler-free. My goal today was to shine a bit of a spotlight on a show that I think did not quite get the recognition it deserved. And don't get me wrong, it's doing respectably well in the rankings despite having some very stiff competition it's going up against. Shangri-La Frontier may not have the world-ending stakes or particularly deep characters, but it is definitely a blast to watch. It's refreshing to see video games portrayed in a way that doesn't make me feel like it's being done by creators who have never touched a game in their life. From the first episode to the last, it is a whole lot of fun. Now, before I sign off, I want to give a big thanks to all of the members who support me through channel memberships. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. Also, keep an eye out for upcoming live streams here on the channel. Here there's some DLC for Elden Ring dropping soon, so might be time to get good. But with that said, I am out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be good people, and I'll see you next time.